Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are once again rocking with your one and only host, the Astro Guru, aka owner of the Emerald Tablets, and you are once again watching Astroteric TV. Today is 9/10, September 10th, 2022, and I just want to talk about what it is to be an outcast or to be casted out. To be cast out. Now, being cast out or an outcast is much more, um, is much is much lower of a vibration than being exiled. Exiled means you did something wrong, you broke a rule, probably a golden rule, and what happened was, as a way to punish you or a way to bring about peace to a certain group of people, you were exiled. So you do your sentence, you pay your dues, and you correct the behavior, have the correct conversation, you'll potentially, and it's highly likely that you'll be allowed back within that community. When you're being an outcast, when you're being cast out, there's not much of a reason besides an opinion that's a majority opinion and majority rules. So if it's 9 people and 8 people feel like, yeah, bro stupid, and you just like, I'm not stupid, it creates separation between that person and the group. Now, the pros and cons to being outcast, because it's actually there's a silver lining in every gray cloud. So, perfect example. If you look at Andre 3000 and Big Boy, shout out to them. As you can see, they're part of a group called OUTCAST. Now, that alone shows that they were able to project and to foresee who they were as people and how the world might take to them. So, if you look at when they first came into like rap and everything like that, notice how nobody really cared. Well, I'm not gonna say nobody, but notice how they were shunned. They were outcasts in a certain light, which is why we have the footage of Andre saying the South got something to say too. He had to stake his claim, like, yo, bro, we here, and we got something to say too. Pay us attention. Now, that was him trying to get within that community. And once he forced his way in, he realizes and becomes a recluse. Boop. Now, nobody knows where Andre 3000 is at all the time. We don't see him on TMZ, this, that, and the third. But we wind up looking for him. You see how we was once casting him out. Now, we're chasing that energy down. Like, but you get an Andre 3000 verse, you got to be a lit rapper in your own right. You got to be a great rapper in your own right to even get an Andre 3000 verse. Like, that's how far off the map my boy is. Big Boy, we all love my bro. And nobody's bothering him. Like, you feel like he your cousin or something like that. You feel me? Daddy Fat Sack feel like he your cousin. You see him right now, what's going on, bro? For me, ain't nobody about to touch that man. Ain't nobody about to try that man. None of that. I mean, we know that they bought what they bought. They do what they do. With these are family men, things like that. These people ain't running around trying to, feel me, get nobody down, spin no blocks, none of that. So it's all love. That's part of the reflection. But that's just to say, the pro to being cast out is that if all this energy and attention is being exerted toward you or being spent on you, then that shows that the group in itself has taken a big interest in you. So whether you're a black sheep, whether you've been cast out of your family, things like that, whether you've been kicked out of your gang, your friends, this and the third, it shows that some point about you is focal. So it means it's also integral for you to be a part of the group so that the group can grow correctly. You might be ahead of the group. You might be ahead of your time. It might be harder for them to get with what you saying or to understand what you saying, so they just think you sound crazy. But you could be predicting the future. Just because I'm talking right now doesn't mean I'm talking about right now. But these are the convoluted conundrums. So let's go back. Now, the con, of course, to being cast out is in order for you to make it, in which we all will, but from the time will tell when it comes to whatever your situation is, how long it's going to take or what you got to do to make it through into the other side of the situation to become the actual focal point or a focal point. But the con to the situation is that you have to show mental fortitude. Like, you got to show dexterity. You got to show that your character can be flexible, because you're going to get teased, ridiculed, humiliated. I really don't resonate with these words. I know them and I know what they mean, so I'm able to use them properly, but I don't really resonate with these words because certain feelings I transmute into other things, so I never get to fully understand that low vibrational of a feeling. So for me to feel like people hate me, no, I don't feel like you hate me. I don't feel like anybody hates me. And if they do, I'm not even paying enough attention to know who that might be. But what winds up happening is I'm just telling you that, bro, the stuff that you doing is going to get you this result, because I built myself that way for a reason, to block something out. It was either a coping mechanism or a defense mechanism. And it's always up to me to outgrow it. But I'm letting you know that if you love me, to love me is to know me. And if you know me, you know what you're going to get by doing certain things. Or at least you should. But then again, nobody ever really knows you. Even if I did know you, I still wouldn't know you. You feel me? I just wanted to give y'all that. Morning blessings. Grand rising to all. See you later, beloveds.